Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Professor English Channel, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Sophia.
Hello, Sophia. Hello, everyone. I'm James. I am really happy you're here today. Okay. I want to be completely honest with everyone today.
About what?
I almost didn't come to record this. This morning, I nearly messaged Sophia and said, I can't do it today. I'm just too tired.
But you're here.
I'm here. And it turns out, today's topic is exactly what I needed to hear myself.
Because today, we're talking about something very real. Something everyone goes through at some point.
That feeling when you're exhausted, when things are hard, when you've been going for so long, and you're just done.
And the little voice starts saying, maybe just stop. Maybe just give up.
And today, we're going to talk about that voice, where it comes from, why it gets so loud, and what to do when it does.
Honestly, not with empty motivation posters, just a real conversation.
The kind we actually needed at 7 this morning.
Speak for yourself. Welcome, everyone. This is Professor English Channel. Let's begin this podcast.
And guys, if you like our videos, please subscribe to Professor English Channel if you haven't already. It really does mean a lot.
And like this video, and also share it with someone who is going through a hard time right now.
Someone out there really needs this one today. Pass it along.
Okay, let's begin. So, James, you said you were tired this morning. Can you describe it a little more? What kind of tired?
That's actually a hard question, because it's not like I need 8 hours of sleep kind of tired.
What is it then?
It's more like I need 3 weeks on a beach with 0 responsibilities tired.
The deep tired.
Yes, the deep tired, where your whole self feels heavy, not just your eyes, your whole, everything.
There's a real difference, isn't there? Physical tired and emotional tired.
Very different. Physical tired is when you sleep, you feel better. Emotional tired is a whole other thing.
Emotional tired can happen even after a full night of sleep. You wake up and you think, I just don't want to face any of this today.
And it's not laziness. It's not weakness. It's just, you've been going for too long without anything getting easier, without actual rest.
And that's exactly the moment when giving up starts to sound logical.
Very logical. Almost sensible.
So, is giving up always wrong? I want to ask that directly.
Oh, very interesting question.
Because I think it's important to say, sometimes walking away from something is the right choice.
Really?
Yes. Sometimes what we call giving up is actually wisdom. Leaving something that genuinely isn't right for you, that's not failure. That's knowing yourself.
So how do you know the difference between quitting because something isn't right and quitting because you're just tired in the moment?
The answer, I think, is rest. Before you decide anything, rest first.
Rest before deciding.
Properly rest, and then look at the situation again, because you cannot make a good decision from an empty place.
When you're exhausted, everything looks impossible. Everything looks pointless.
Everything. Your job seems wrong, your relationships seem wrong, your whole life can look wrong when you're running on empty.
Tired James is very dramatic, completely convinced nothing will ever work out.
And rested James?
Rested James is fine. Rested James thinks, okay, this is hard, but I can handle it.
They're almost different people.
Almost completely different. So, yeah, rest first, then decide.
And take a real rest. Not scrolling your phone. Not watching 3 hours of something to distract yourself.
Because that's not actually resting.
Your brain is still going. It is still processing. It's not recovering. Real rest is quiet, slow, and gentle.
A walk, sitting outside, doing nothing. Actually nothing.
Something that lets your whole system breathe.
Okay, rest first. Then what? Because even after rest, sometimes things are still hard.
Then, stop looking at how far you still have to go.
What do you mean?
When we're tired, we look at the whole mountain, everything we haven't done yet, everything that's still difficult, and it's overwhelming.
Because the mountain looks enormous when you're exhausted.
Enormous and impossible. So instead, just look at the next step. Not the whole path, just where to put your foot right now.
One step. That's it.
And ask yourself, what is the smallest possible thing I can do today? Not the best thing, not the most impressive thing, but the smallest.
And do that one thing and stop.
And that is enough for today. That is genuinely enough.
I need to hear this, because when I'm tired, I still feel like I have to perform at full capacity, and then I do nothing because I can't reach my full capacity.
All or nothing. Either everything is perfect or nothing happens at all.
Which always results in nothing.
Always. But one small imperfect step, that keeps you moving forward. And moving matters so much more than perfection.
Even slow movement.
Especially slow movement. A slow walk still gets you somewhere. On the other hand, standing still gets you nowhere.
That's true of almost everything.
Okay. I want to talk about something else. The people around you. Because sometimes, the people around you make it harder to keep going.
The ones who ask, "Aren't you done yet? Why is it taking so long? I thought you were going to do that already."
And you already feel terrible about your pace. And then someone says that, and suddenly the tiredness gets so much worse.
Because now there's shame on top of it.
Shame and tired together is a very heavy combination.
The heaviest. So what do you do with that?
I think you have to be selective about who you talk to when you're struggling.
Protect your energy.
Protect your energy. Not everyone knows how to hold someone when they're going through something hard.
And even people with good intentions can say the wrong thing.
Yes, not because they're bad people, just because not everyone knows how to sit with someone else's difficult moment.
I've learned this. Some conversations leave you feeling worse than before you had them.
Find the people who can be with you in the hard moments, without fixing and without judging. Just being there.
And be that person for others when you can.
Yes, it goes both ways.
Okay. What about the voice? The one that says, "Just quit." How do you argue with that voice when you're too tired to argue?
I don't think you argue with it.
No?
Arguing takes energy, and you don't have it. So instead, you just don't obey it.
You hear it, but you don't do what it says.
You hear it. You say, "Okay, I hear you." And then you take the one small step anyway,
Even while the voice is still talking.
even while it's still talking. You don't have to silence it to keep going. You just have to move a little bit despite it.
That's actually more honest than "stay positive" or "believe in yourself."
Much more honest. Because when you're really tired, you can't always believe in yourself. You can't always feel positive.
But you can take one small step, even when you don't believe.
Even then. And sometimes, that one step is what creates the belief, not the other way around.
You act first. The feeling comes after.
Often, yes, we wait to feel ready. We wait to feel motivated. but the feeling usually follows the action.
So you can't wait to feel better before you start. You start, and then you start to feel better.
Slowly, imperfectly, but yes.
Okay, one last thing. What do you say to someone who has been tired for a very long time? Not a hard week, months, maybe longer.
I say, you don't have to be okay right now.
Really?
You don't have to pretend. You don't have to perform. You don't have to smile and say, I'm fine, when you're not fine.
That's such a relief to hear.
Sometimes, the most honest thing you can say is, I am tired right now. Today. This is true.
Not forever, just right now.
And right now is not every moment. This feeling will not last forever, even when it feels like it will.
Because tired lies. It tells you this is permanent.
It tells you nothing will change, that there is no point, and none of that is true.
Every single time before, when things felt impossible, they eventually shifted.
Always. Quietly. Slowly. But always.
So you keep going. Not with big energy, not with perfect motivation. Just one more day, one more small step.
Just that. That is more than enough. Okay, James, I want to hear about a time you tried to push through tiredness and it went completely wrong.
Oh, so many options. So many.
Pick the best one and start.
Okay. Last winter, I was very tired. But I had a report to write for work because next morning was the deadline.
High stakes.
Very high stakes. So I made a very strong coffee, sat at my desk, gave myself a little speech. You can do this, James. Focus. Let's go.
A whole pep talk to yourself.
A very sincere pep talk. And I started typing. And I was going. Pages. Real sentences. I could feel the momentum.
Okay, sounds promising.
And then I woke up.
You fell asleep?
Face on the keyboard. I was completely out. And I don't even know when it happened.
What time was it?
1:47 in the morning.
Oh no. What about the report?
So I looked at my screen and I had 3 pages written
Okay, that's something.
of the same sentence, repeated over and over and over for 3 full pages.
What?
I must have fallen asleep mid-sentence and my forehead landed on a key and it just kept going.
Your forehead wrote 3 pages?
My forehead essentially tried to finish the report on my behalf. Very dedicated, but not very creative.
What was the sentence?
The quarterly results show significant, and then just that, again and again and again, for 3 pages.
Oh, James, what did you do?
I deleted all of it, made another coffee, terrible idea at 2 a.m., and I started again from the beginning.
What time did you finish?
4:37. I submitted it. It was not my best work, but it existed, which felt like a miracle.
And the lesson from all of this?
The lesson is, tiredness wins, eventually. You can fight it for a while, but it will always find a way.
Work with it, not against it.
Work with it. Rest when you need to rest, or your forehead will start writing your documents for you.
And your forehead has terrible vocabulary.
Terrible. Very repetitive. 0 range. I would not recommend it as a writing strategy.
Noted. For everyone at home. Okay, so today, when you feel tired, don't give up.
And we didn't mean that in a poster on the wall kind of way. We meant it for real.
Rest first. Before you make any big decisions, rest properly. And then look at things again.
Take the smallest possible step. Not the most impressive one, just the smallest. And let that be enough for today.
Protect your energy. Find the people who know how to be with you in the hard moments.
And when the voice says, just quit, you don't have to argue with it. You just don't have to obey it.
Hear it. And take the small step anyway.
And be honest. If you're tired, you're tired. You don't have to be fine.
You just have to keep going at whatever pace you can manage today.
Some days that pace is a run. Some days it's barely a crawl.
And the crawl still counts. Please believe that the crawl still counts.
It really does.
If you woke up this morning and almost didn't come, we see you. If you are going through something long and heavy right now, we see you.
And we're really glad you're here, tired and all. Showing up tired is still showing up.
And showing up is everything.
Everything.
Okay, our question for the comments today, and this one is important.
What helps you keep going when you feel tired? What is your one thing? Write it below.
Because your answer might be exactly what someone else needs to read today. We really mean that.
We read every single comment. Every one.
And if today gave you something, please like, subscribe, and share Professor English channel. It means more than you know.
We'll be back very soon. Rest when you need to. Come back when you can.
Take care of yourselves, everyone. Genuinely. Take care.
Bye, guys. You have more in you than you think. Even today. Even now.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.